What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of I Think We're Alone Now. uh, let's wrap this. I'm not gonna do this review with jump cuts, edits, or stitching of clips or teleprompter, mainly because this week is super busy for me. This is the start of the Los Angeles Film Festival 2018. So before I head out to cover that event and fully give my undivided attention to it, I want to get this out of the way and give my opinions about I Think We're Alone Now first for you guys, straight up. But I have some notes I have on my screen here so I don't miss out on anything, or because I'm a very forgetful man. Um, I Think We're Alone Now is hauntingly beautiful. It's well acted. Um, it's a brooding kind of movie that, unfortunately, though, for whatever reason, it goes off the rails in its third act. Um, this could be one of the most revered post-apocalyptic survival, somewhat romantic stories that is both poetic and amusing at the same time, but its twist revelation nearing the end, or what the story morphs into, kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Uh, I mean, such a shame. What a shame, because up to that point, I actually admire this movie. All right, so it's written by Mike Wachowski and directed by Reed Morano. Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage plays the character Dell, who is supposedly the last man on Earth. He lives alone in a community where the human race is wiped out by some kind of a mysterious disease. And so Dell spends his days doing his routine, which includes going door to door to bury the dead from in those houses. But this somewhat solitude utopia that Dell has created for himself suddenly gets disturbed when he encounters a mysterious character named Grace, played by Elle Fanning. Now, let's see here. I have it in my note here. Um, well, first of all, it's very interesting to see Peter Dinklage in this type of film. He plays the leading man in this type of genre, when you probably already have images of Will Smith's I Am Legend or Viggo Mortensen's On the Road in your head. But Dinklage proves to be a force to be reckoned with in the post-apocalyptic genre. And as Dell, the guy who seems to feel content with how things are, uh, he has Dinklage's somber, calculating, pondering, quiet persona exudes gravitas, and you can tell from watching this that Dell may also carry some regrets and baggage of his own. It's not very difficult to empathize with him from the start. So when a girl like the character Grace comes along and she sort of breaks that equilibrium, if you will, and so that period of adjustment between the two characters, they become very intriguing to watch, to say the least. Because Grace is on the opposite end of the spectrum, but not too much at the extreme. And while Grace is willing to learn from Dell's way of doing things, her curiosity and her desires long to be quenched. And Elle Fanning is the perfect actress for this role because she conveys those facets, because there's something that's both naive and rebellious about Elle's performance in this film. I love the world that director Reed Morano and screenwriter Mike Wachowski created for I Think We're Alone Now, because it doesn't go for the grander, dilapidated scope of what you'd expect from a post-apocalyptic film. Um, Instead, it goes for simple. It focuses on this one small abandoned community, and because you go from house to house, you're also treated to some interesting interior designs, one after another. Uh, but they are inhabited by corpses, which makes the experience quite morbid. The movie allows you to breathe, it allows you to take it all in, as you are also entertained by the way Dell and Grace try their best to make this whole sharing the world between them work out together somehow. Um, but again, as I said earlier, unfortunately, it has an ending that I think uh, is an underdeveloped conspiracy that will throw you off a bit. Uh, and it's a part which I frankly don't really care much about. Uh, by that point, the movie has overstayed its welcome. I don't want to spoil it to you what that is, but let me just put it this way. Um, just when we're about to like very, very getting into getting really interested in in the interaction and between Dell and Grace and the routines and like them getting to learn each other, getting them getting to care about each other. I like that part. I was like, I want to see more of that. But all of a sudden, boom, the story takes us to this other end that not only distracts but throws you off balance, and it's sad, really. It's sad that it has to be um, it wants to be more ambitious than it should be. So that's the best way that I can describe to you without spoiling what that is. It could be such a really good post-apocalyptic drama. Unfortunately, it has a eh, not quite rewarding, not quite satisfying twist of an ending. All right, so that's my review of I Think We're Alone Now. Share your thoughts in the comment section below and share this video with all your friends on the YouTube verse. And as always, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. This latest review is made possible thanks to your support on Patreon. So please go to patreon.com/ramascreen, sign up there today, and become my patrons. Let's rock this.